Hello and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. I've got a fabulous recipe for you today. So sit back, relax and get ready to be amazed. Because what am I making? Well, it's in book 5 and it's also in More Cooking 102. So what does that mean? You're going to win both this week. Yes, you are. So I'm making it out of book 5 today and let's go into the chicken section and it's honey mustard chicken. Yes, a great family favourite. So you can make it for 4 in this, or you can make it just for 2 in the More Cooking 102. Isn't that great to have that flexibility? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to quickly run through the ingredients and get chopping because I want to get the veggies in the microwave for 5 minutes and then I'll continue on. So we need 500 grams of skinless chicken breast. Now there are variations, there's 4 variations, I'll tell you about them shortly. We need a cup of broccoli, a cup of celery and a cup of carrots. Easy to remember, 1 cup, yes we go. We want a small onion. Now I've got the Dijon mustard and it's just going to bring this alive with flavour. Oh, hello, honey mustard chicken, that's what that's in there for. You want 4 tablespoons. The honey, now I do love the yellow box. Now that reasoning being is that it's a lower GI than the other honeys. So I remember learning this from Diabetes Australia. So this is a 2 tablespoons. We've got some garlic and of course you can use fresh if you wish. I've got my chicken stock powder, corn flour, the evaporated milk, and I've also got the extra milk here, which is 35 mils of skim to bring it up to 375 because now the milk cans are only 340. All right, and a bit of pepper if we need it. All right, let's get chopping because I want to get this in the microwave. So there's my good old favourite, very loved microwave dish. Now we want a cup, so sliced celery. Now you could, if you really were pushed for time, use frozen vegetables. See what mixes they have with 3, like the carrot, broccoli, and I don't think you'll get celery. I don't think I've ever seen celery, but you know, that's just an option. Obviously, fresh is way nicer, but if you push for time, which we are sometimes, get that meal out on the table for the family. That is something you could think about doing for this recipe. So a cup of celery. There we are. Perfect. We're going to do a cup of broccoli florets. Now, I always take that edge bit off, you know, the one that's in the stalk, and I'm just going to make them small, you know, so they can fit on your fork. And we're going to microwave this on high for 5 minutes. There we go, there's a cup. Perfecto. And now we've just got our carrot. I haven't even, you know, peeled the carrot because I've just washed it and look how beautiful it's come up. Now don't cut the carrot too thick because this is what takes the longest to cook. So just thin slices. And once again, it's 1 cup. Come back here. So these are all lovely veggies for the family to enjoy. And as I say, get this on first so you can be doing other things while it's cooking. There we go. I've got a little bit of water here. Put the lid on. Okay, let's microwave on high 5 minutes. Done. Okay. Now, oh, I've got to do the onion. Now, I didn't want to confuse myself in case I accidentally put the onion in with it. Because you know what I'm like, I get so caught into it all, I can make silly mistakes. But with the onion, it's just a small onion. It's diced. So it's going to go in with the chicken, and I'm doing this first because then I'm going to cut the chicken up so that I'm not cross-contaminating. I'll do all the veggies first. It saves having to use 2 chopping boards. So really you can see once again on Thursdays with Annette, yes, I'm going simple, easy and fabulous. All right, so I might as well put that in here because I'm going to add that with the chicken in a minute. Oh, don't forget the challenge. It started on Monday. It's fantastic. Everyone's loving it so far and they're doing, already they're hitting goals. So think about it. If you haven't joined out, it's not too late. You can come on board, do it today, get in, sign up. Let's get winter fabulous for you. Just go to simplytoogood.com.au/membership. All right, so we're dicing the chicken. And this gets cooked first. Actually, can I tell you a story? I love a story. So when I was writing this recipe, I'm going to be honest with you, I had never had it. Because the only way I found that you could get it, or most people cooked it, by using a jar of honey mustard sauce. Yeah? And I wasn't keen on doing that. And so when I was writing the recipe, I thought, gee, I wonder if I could do that recipe because it's so popular. This is back book 5. So that was probably year 2003. And so what happened was I bought 2 jars of this mix, brought it home, opened the lid. I'm sorry, I did a big mistake. I smelt it. Revolting. It was absolutely awful. And I thought, if this is what people are loving, I'm going to kill this with a fabulous recipe. I was on a mission to make it actually edible and, you know, make it yourself. Because, like, I have all these ingredients at home. Like, I always have the mustard. I have all these things. I've always got the trusty cans of evaporated milk. Boom, easy to do. All right. So that's how I created that in book 5. Yeah, and I knew I wasn't going to have too much trouble doing it because if everyone was happy with that revolting jar of sauce, please tell me, have you used the jar? And what did you think of it? Am I being mean? I mean, I'm sorry, my taste buds were just not having a happy dance on that one. And so I was pretty excited about this recipe. And that's why I wanted to share it with you today, to show you what you can achieve at home with your trusty little Neam Flam wok and a chopping board. That's right. Have you got your watermelon chopping board? Oh, come on. You've got to have it. It makes cooking even more fun. All right. So let's move this over. I'm done with my chopping. Let's put the chicken in, just bit by bit. Now this says 4, remember, or you can make it just for 2 of you. It does freeze, so you can freeze it for a couple of weeks, but not too long because of the addition of the evaporated milk. Let me wash my hands. There we go. So see, I'm multitasking. While that's cooking in the microwave, I'm starting everything else, and then I just got to chuck it in. Because what's my technique? That's right, chop it all up, chuck it in the pot and cook it. Now, the variations. Chicken is 4 grams of fat. I know, it's amazing. You can do it with rump, which is really nice, at 7.7 grams of fat. Pork is really good too, at 4 grams. And for your veggies, a good old firm tofu diced up, 9.3 grams of fat. All right. I'm just browning this chicken off. My microwave's already done, so you can see how it works really well. I'll cook that for a little bit before I'm going to add the onion. Let's get the veggies out because I'm going to drain them. I don't use the water. I might get a strainer. so I don't burn myself. I'll bless my little old kitchen stuff. I just love all the old things I've had for years. All right, carefully with the steam. In it goes. Veggies are good. All right, so let's now, in goes the onion. Remember it was a small onion, diced. 500 of chicken. We're just going to cook that for a minute. And I'll get rid of that water. So then all we've got to do is add all this flavour to it, and you're going to never be buying a jar of that pretend honey mustard chicken sauce. Oh gosh. Perfect. Okay, let's chuck in the veggies. There you go. Look at that beautiful flavours and colours going into this with your natural, vibrant vegetables. I mean, it's not hard work, is it? Just chop up a little bit of veggie, chop up some chicken and onion, and you create magic here on a Thursday. That's right. I'd love to see your photos. Don't forget, if you make it, put it in and brag a bit and say, look at my version, how well I did. I'm sure you're probably going to make it even better than me. Now we're going to put in the stock powder, which is 2 teaspoons. I'm using the chicken stock powder. I like the Marcel because it's the low salt. I'm going to put in the mustard. Now it's the Dijon mustard and I want 4 tablespoons. And this is where it becomes that authentic sauce that you really want. 2, 3, perfect. I might just stir that in before I add in the honey. I serve this with rice, and I always use the basmati rice, as you know, because I like the low GI. Now I'm coating that beautifully with that Dijon. Fabulous. Now, 2 tablespoons of Australian honey. So you've got that sweet and sour thing going on. There we are. Perfect. And we've done the garlic, we've done the stock. Oh look, I've got honey all over the book. Bill will kill me. Sorry, Billy. Oh look, all gone. Let's mix that in. Oh yes. And this cooks up really quickly because I've, nearly well cooked the veggies first in the microwave. Now let's just do the final bit. We're going to put some pepper in. Love a bit of cracked pepper. And now we're going to mix up the evaporated milk. Turn that down a little bit. Put that in with the 35 mils of skim milk, and that way you've got your 375 ml happening. And I want a tablespoon of corn flour. Oh, wrong one. And whisk. Dinner's ready. That's how quick and easy this recipe is. Yes. Now all I've got to do is wait for this to boil and I can serve up. I don't think it gets any easier than this, because not only are you making something a little bit fabulous, it's healthy, it's low in fat and tasty. Put that in my soapy sink. Now if you want to win a copy of both books, yes, I'm so generous, you're welcome. We're going to give away this week, not your book won't have honey all over it, book 5 and the More Cooking for It too. Would you like them both? Well, all you have to do is like, share in the comments, hashtag Simply Too Good with the 2 and the Sym. You know why it's the Sym, don't you? Hello, that's my last name. Yeah. Bit of a quirky twist on the old girl's name. All right. It is nearly ready. Now, okay, what's on next week's show? Well, of course, I've got something fizzy fabulous for you. Every week is amazing, I think. I'm a little bit proud of all my recipes. I love sharing them with you here on Thursdays. What am I making? Well, I'm going to do a pasta bake because I think winter, summer, spring, I don't care when it is, I love a pasta bake. And you've got the word pizza in front of it. That's right, pizza pasta bake. It's out of book 4. It is fantastic, and I often make it serves 6, and I'll freeze it, and Bill and I get through it with a nice little salad, or you can do veggies on the side. But it's also a good one if you've got someone coming over for lunch or dinner, because anything with the pizza in front of it, to me, is a winner. All right, so now I've got my rice here. Oh, look at this. What a beautiful, creamy, homemade, not out of a jar, people. Let's not go there. Let's get some veggies in there. You're welcome, people. Another recipe done and dusted. I mean, who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy? Remember, 4 grams of fat a serve. I know. Now, don't forget, as I said, get into simplytoogood.com.au/membership. It's not too late. We're just in that first week. You can come on board and let's get that summer body ready. Okay, well, we'll see you next week for our pizza pasta bake. Thanks for being here for another fabulous week. Take care. Bye now.